bracket looks good, they'll play. If it doesn't, then they'll just get the hell out of there and not bother. In the top right-hand corner, our red Protoss player here as we continue our day is going to be herO. Playing the red on Crimson Court. Surely that's an advantage. As in the bottom left, our blue Zerg from Talon is dark. One of this best of 3. Let's find new. This camera is going to be the beautiful Obs camera this time. Shout out Anu. Screencaster has casted a lot of stuff over the past few years, and as always there, he runs a few things here and there as well. Always great to see him. Hatch gas coming in as you get Dark to just place his hatchery on the natural as well. Did not have to go over to the third base or anything along those lines. Next is Cybercore coming through again. Hatch and Pool coming up on the side of Dark. We get ourselves this probe. Gonna come moving across. He's just gonna go nibbling up at the mineral patches, and we have ourselves a Cybercore on the way as well. Nexus about halfway done. The assimilator coming through. Extra drones are producing. A lot of this getting going just for the moment. Once our hatchery finishes, another pool gonna come through. A couple more queens on the way. This probe still nibbling up at a mineral patch. Let's just try and find a little bit more action. Again, a couple of lings, couple of queens. Everything continuing through for the moment here. As we have ourselves the Twilight Council dropping down on the side of herO. So, Twilight is going to come in straight away. Couple lings nibble, and we have ourselves the probe just going to move back. Obviously with the Twilight Council, a bit of a different opener. Players like the Twilight on this map, although I feel like that's often because of the frequently taken forward base and so on. Well, there we go. Dark's actually setting up to take exactly that, so the Twilight may be very well placed. Even though this wasn't the kind of forward base taken as the natural, taken as the third is still going to keep you split apart from it and everything, of course. And it just means it's easier to go attacking into his herO, so that will probably be his plan with the Glaives. Unless there's something sneaky planned. But the Robo going down at this point kind of adds up to just Glaives starting with the next 100 gas. The extra gates come in. As the gas is ready now, so again, you can start Glaives whenever you wanna. There's a third gateway too, so that's gonna be 4 gates in total. It's always funny, these builds, because like, wow, they're not starting Glaives, but you can start Glaives so late, because with the Corona Boost, you can still just, zap it out. You actually do need everything else to start before the Glaives to have those ready to go once the timing is ready to rumble. Ooh, another gateway. Now we're playing 5 gates. Okay, this is getting a little bit more dangerous. This is, getting more and more committed here from herO. He is getting to a point where he's really going to send it. It's going to be a little bit wild then, as we have the single ling just in the front. A couple of debs popping about. That's going to come through and clean that ling out. Just going to pick that off nice and easily. That goes down straight away. As Resonating Glaives is over halfway done. Prism is out. That will start to move over. Roachhorn coming in from Dark. And of course he's going to need roaches. That's Rich Vespine would be amazing, but it's the only other gas he's taking right now, and it's likely the one that gets denied, so could be a problem. Well, depths continue to come around, and we do have ourselves the Queen's going to set up. Here come these the depths moving through. They shade past the Queens for now. And Glaives just coming about. Roachron finishing. Lings and a couple Overlords still building as well. Depths go shading through the natural up in toward the main. Well, we're just going to set there, and it's going to be seeing these Lings able to take a good fight despite the kind of the edge or the corner that the Depths found themselves in, and that's mostly because the queens are there to add the extra damage. The queen damage really adds up. Extra adepts warp in though, and that's the big thing about this being obviously 5 gates. You can get so many more adepts out. However, having lost some already, some momentum will be lost, and as this many roaches start to come to the field, it starts to become quite the challenge for Dark to truly deal with this. Shade into the main, but there's just roaches here as well, because so many roaches were made all at once. Got these roaches still whacking away. Adepts continue to drop down. 2, 3 drones just dying off right there. Immortal still in production. We got our Prism swinging back across to try and keep these Adepts around. The thing with Adepts is even when their first waves of attack are done, the attack itself is still not actually done, right? This goes on for a while still at that point. Six drones do drop again. I mean, is that enough? I mean, to be fair, Doc's worker count is 32 to the 43. So herO setting up into Immortals, well, he kind of needs those whatever happens. He needs them to defend, he would need them to fight. $16 lings are going to be finishing soon. The Prism's still moving out. And it's going to pull back to the upper right. I mean, this is the potential of, you know, herO and just go with an attack. But right now, that would not be the right call because Dark is still making units. Dark wants to attack. So the worst thing herO can do is actually attack into it. It's kind of that gamble that you make at this point. Do you make units and attack? Do you make units and defend? It really depends what the Zerg does. It's kind of a gamble on both sides, funnily enough. I guess it's more on the Zerg because it's kind of... The Zerg either drones or builds units, like there's no one or the other there. The Protoss, they will kind of commit to this group of units either way. It's just them deciding again whether you want to attack with them or what you want to do. Let's go shading up. Mortals are firing. Roger's taking some hits. A couple of queens getting picked away. A couple more Zerglings going down as well. We really do have an army that packs a punch, but again, there's a lot of units from Dark because he's just been making nothing but units off of 31 drones. herO taking a third base, and I kind of like this. If he takes a third and just sort of sits here, doesn't get overly committed to a fight, doesn't go all out or anything, should start to look all good as the Prism gets shot down by the few queens. So the Prism falls, the Adepts will shade forwards, the Lings come in with a wraparound here as well. They're going to go after those Adepts, and we just see the Adepts will get fully cleaned up. Now I'm a little bit afraid that there might be some success coming across the map. We've seen the Lings continue to come about again. We just continue to run through a couple corrosive files, and the Immortals will go dodging off over to the sides. Lings ravages continue to come around. 18 more Lings producing here as Dark gets set to come swinging through. So you're seeing these Lings looking for the full wraparound on these Immortals, and they are going to start picking themselves through that. So Immortals taking a lot of damage. These Adepts are going to be in trouble as well. Turn it back around. Like I said, I feel like herO, I liked where he was at in terms of just sitting on the other side, but I feel like he went a little bit too far with it. GG's, Dark is going to win this game. Dark is going to be able to open up with a map win. Hi guys, I'm just going to BRB one moment here. Yeah, obviously just got started a little bit without us, because I was BRB a moment. Apologies again. Well, there's PvZ, so you guys know what you missed? Nothing! Probably nothing as well. As we set up, probe coming across the map here from herO. Getting to the upper left-hand side to go on a bit of a scout, so away we go, looking to see what's up. Stargate is on the way through. A couple of Lings continue about. So can go pinging. Overlord will take some damage. Ling speed is going to finish fairly soon. So yeah, that Ling speed completed, and obviously that's going to give you some control on the map as Dark. Dark leading this one to 0, not the other way around, which it currently says on the screen. Sorry guys, I forgot. herO decided to lose all of his units out of the map. Oh, pain, 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 pain. Well, we have ourselves the Link speed about to finish from Dark. I do think herO just again overstayed as well. And I didn't mind when he was sitting on the bottom of that ramp, but shading the depths through and everything, I mean, it just was so unnecessary considering that Dark was on such a low drone count and that herO couldn't figure that out. That was the problem he ran into there in the end. That was the big issue at the end of the day. Just how the Oracle continuing down the right-hand side is going to go sneaking into the main. So first bit of action here from herO to try and get some damage done. 1, 2, 3 drones going to get picked off. The Queen is there to push the Oracle back just a little teeny bit further as well. We've got 2 more Queens, a few more Lings coming through, extra drones in production. I mean, just Dark and map control, but that Evo chamber is the real point of interest. Are we going to see that fast melee upgrade? A few players have been going fast melee again recently. That's been one of those things we've been keeping an eye on as the Oracle activates for a drone. The couple of Lings will get chased. Melee upgrade is starting up, so it is indeed going to be that melee. It's fun to see this melee kind of coming back a little. Kind of having a little bit of a rejuvenation. It's not really been used as much since the Baneling nerf. Devs continue to go across, so they get moving. We are going to have ourselves the little bit of a shade through once again. Devs will come about. Lings will come through as well. We will see drones pulling forwards. As you just see the melee upgrade continuing about, and the Overlord's coming up as well. Still plenty of Lings coming through, and the Queen's still firing away. The Devs are going to fire a few more drones going down once again. Drones going down. It's pretty brutal for Dark, so this is herO just absolutely delivering with the first, proper hits. Well, this is huge. Also on Blink on the way as the follow-up. I mean, that's just damage, though. That's 17 drones. It's not meant to kind of really happen. Well, we always get a catch on these adepts, which is something, but honestly, the +1 blink timing alone probably ends the game from this amount of damage, right? See the Oracles coming back around. The Overlord's moving across. Orbital facility coming about as well. Oracle's going to come around the bottom, +1 and blink coming up, extra gates all coming through. The robo facility's halfway done as well. Queen's firing, Oracle's taking shots, Queen's continue to chase. That Oracle is low! Oracle is just going to get out alive. Just about able to live there. Big deal is you do have all the extra gates continuing up. The +1 and blink about to finish up as well. So it is going to be time in a second here for herO to go a-moving. You can say with so much damage done early, it's hard to imagine a world where herO does not see mega success off the back of these Stalkers. I just don't see what Dark can do to kind of realistically build units while actually having an economy for the future. If he doesn't have an economy for the future, then he's going to be missing, a chance to kind of fight against Colossi and so. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be rough. Like I say, if you deal with this right now, it feels like, yeah, you're not going to have the eco to then deal with the Colossi on the follow-up as well. It's rough. He's going to come over, going to try and deny the fourth, but it's just there's no units. Yeah, we're not even going to have a fight. Dark just GG's, which, to be fair, like, there was nothing to stick around for. Like, he actually had no units to fight with. Left-hand side, the red Protoss player bringing it back with just super early aggression, going super well. This is herO. Bottom right, our blue Zerg is going to be Dark. Wardy, reviewing the ESL tournament page, you can't find the races play without digging into replay as a search in every play on Wikipedia. You should just find the Wikipedia page for this tournament. I don't link it because it's not the most up-to-date page. Especially at the start, it doesn't show the super first rounds and stuff as well, for example, but it's, you just go on Wikipedia and search ESL Open Cup Korea 226. You can just see all the races from there. I should save you if you're looking on Wikipedia anyway. Should be easy. Checking on the bracket after this game as well, of course, see where everyone else is at and what everyone else is getting up to. Let's just have our Proby gonna come in, chase around a Droney for a little bit. Next coming about, we'll get an Adept coming through. Match in the pool coming up. Early game going to be fairly peaceful, waiting for true action to break through. Dark going to get the third hatch now up. Probe does not get that reflected, which is nice because the Adept was coming, so that could have caused further issues if you didn't get it right then and there. But we get it down, so that's all good. Get that underway. Gates will go down. Twilight Council is going to get building. We do have our Wall Gate coming about. Link Speed coming through. The Adept just wants to get home and is going to be part of the wall off. So that is going to be herO walled for the moment as he's just going Twilight Council again. So herO really sticking to some, a lot of the aggressive openings here. Really is just looking to see a lot of success with that regard. President Glaives, a few extra gates coming about. And just obviously wait for this to get fully going in the near future. Roach run finishing from Dark. Obviously, Roach preparation will be a big part of being able to defend against this. Just going to come shading through. Just going to go get a little bit aggressive right now. Just going to see how Link's coming about. They're going to go wrap around on the Nexus, trying to deny the third as the Adepts are in here, but with Roach Ravager nearby, this is not going to end well. Uh-oh. Third Nexus is going down. The Adept's not really finding damage. Dark taking early control of this situation. Now we get some drones to shade into the main base. There's the success story, however. A load more Lings on the way, and I get the feeling we are going to be across the map and pushing. Although, without a third base, what are you going to push into? The natural? That's a full wall off. That's going to be very difficult to break down, so maybe that's not somewhere you want to be as the battery continues to come through. Getting that set up. We'll see ourselves a couple of Phoenix still building, a few more depths coming through. The batteries are still on the way. 7 drones, the Ravagers, the Spores. All that's still coming through as Addling Ravager of Dark settles into the upper left-hand corner. We will see a couple of barrels coming through. The Stalker going to take some shots as well. Continue to throw corrosive barrels down for now, as we do have 2 more Phoenix and 2 more Adepts all continue to come out. These Adepts are taking a bit of a beating. Ravagers continue to do very well at the moment. Double Stargate Phoenix on the follow-up is kind of weird because actually in this scenario it can do pretty well in terms of like chasing units down and getting kills, but at the same time you're still without a third base. Flare is on the way for Dark, so that's very late. Game actually ends up in a weird place. I mean, so many drones in the end did go down for our Zerg player. It did not feel as though we were going to get that sort of damage initially. The Depths continue to shade about right now. Ravager would like to come on through. Try and jump on top of some of these Adepts right there. Maybe getting a wrap around. I mean, can the Adepts trade well enough against the Lings and everything? Can this work out? We're going to be seeing the Adepts starting to draw up herO. There's the Phoenix to show up as well. Going to start going after some Overlords, apparently, is the idea. That becomes our new goal. Just going to see the Phoenix coming back around the other way. Files, we do dodge up to the side as well, so we keep ourselves nice and safe in that regard. Phoenix just continue to be a nuisance, but again, enough of a nuisance. I mean, again, it's annoying, it's frustrating, and there's more and more Phoenix being built. This is getting out of control. Dark's moving across the map with these Ravagers. He's going to start losing them. I guess he just has no other choice because he can't keep them alive at home anyway. So, yeah, what else do you really do? This is pretty much the only part of the plan. Phoenix lifting up a bunch of roaches. There goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Just getting knocked away at here. So many of them continuing to go down. You have the Spire coming online, more roaches, burrow, roach speed. I mean, the future is looking okay for Dark if he gets to the future, but I just don't think he will. He ran out of anti-air. He let these Phoenix get to a crazy amount, and just couldn't do enough on the first pushback, and that means herO is going to be the one to be recovered, back in play, back on track. And here we obviously are with herO on the 2-1 victory. He moves through to the semi-finals today of the ESL Open